presented by Wayside Furniture. The Cavaliers beat the Pelicans 111-106 here in New Orleans. With these two putting on a show once they woke up there in the fourth quarter. James, let me start with you. You're down 15 in the fourth, right? But then what fuels the run you guys go on?
Our defense. I keep saying the same thing. Our defense is going to be the determining factor on when we win games tonight. And defensively, we got stops in that fourth quarter. I don't know how many points they scored, but it felt like they didn't score a bunch. So credit to the guys that played in that fourth quarter.
Donovan, this guy milks the clock, draws the defenders in, and then enables you to do what you do, right? What does that say about the execution that you guys can build together?
I mean, we've been talking about that exact moment probably for weeks, right? You know, it could be me, it could be Sam, it could be Max, it could be him, whoever. You know, just trying to make a read, right? Do you stay? Do you cut? Reading him. And honestly, it allows me to do what I do, but also for him to do the same thing, create, find others. But we've been working on that, and that's what practice pays off.
Is that still what's fun for you in year 17, trying to find those little alleyways?
Yeah, it took me a little longer to wake up, but that's why I got a hell of a team to hold me down to then. So just a great team effort, great road trip for us. Now we go back home.
All right, lastly, you said it. Great road trip for you guys. It wasn't exactly always the cleanest of the wins, but you guys went 3 for 3 at the end of the day, right?
I mean, the biggest thing is just this time of year, find a way to stack wins. It ain't going to be pretty, and we have things we can obviously clean up, but these type of games prepare us for what we're about to have, right? You know, you're not going to go into the playoffs blowing teams out. It's going to be close games no matter who we playing. Teams with the worst record, best record, don't matter. We got to find ways to execute, and that's what we did.
Appreciate you both. Appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you.
Yeah, boy.
Thanks, James. Thanks, Donovan. Don't go anywhere. Brad Doherty, we'll hear from him and his thoughts. Kenny Atkinson will give his thoughts in the post-game press conference, and we'll see if we get any players to stop by. That's coming up next on Nation. By GMC, visit your Northern Ohio GMC dealer for a test drive today. By Menards, save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Welcome back to Cavaliers Live, presented by Wayside Furniture. The Cavaliers get the victory over the Pelicans here in New Orleans, 111-106, just a couple of miles from Cafe Du Monde. Don't get hungry, Brad.
That's where I'm going. As soon as we walk out of here.
You still got some powdered sugar on there. I think that I think you ate a few here at halftime. Listen, Brad, this is one of those games where you just got to find a way. You were saying throughout the broadcast, look, if they can grind this one out, it's going to be a good win. And it was.
Yeah, this is a great win. This is a really good young basketball team. Don't look at their record. They're really tough out, and I was really impressed with them. But the Cavaliers showed great resiliency tonight. That's something that we need on this basketball team. We're becoming a little bit tougher basketball team, and that resiliency coming back after they made such a huge run in that third quarter, and we were able to withstand and come up with some energy to push through that. I'm just really proud of our Cavs basketball team. What a big night.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. The Cavaliers were trailing by 15 in that fourth quarter. So to battle back in large part due to a big performance from Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, my goodness.
Donovan, Sam Merrill, thanks for taking the time to join us. You just heard Brad and I talking about also just the patience that James can play with there down the stretch. Can you feel a difference with that, Sam? You know, when it's crunch time and you've got that veteran presence out there in the fourth?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we worked on it this week in practice, whether it's him or Don. You know, you get in this league a lot of times, late game, it just kind of turns into find your matchup, especially when you have two elite ISO players like these two. And a lot of times teams are going to come help off of that. And so we worked on, you know, what's our spacing out of that? What's our next action? Who's cutting? Who's staying? All that stuff. And I think tonight we did a really good job of executing. And a big reason is because those two are so dynamic.
You know, Sam, in this league, it's all about possessions. You got to have them. And one of the things that we've struggled with a little bit, it's getting better, is rebounding the basketball, especially defensively. You were outstanding tonight. Your career high in college is 9. You have a career high of 10 rebounds. What's that all about? And I saw you. I mean, you were in there scrapping, fighting with those big guys. What's that all about?
Yeah, I think I've always been a guy that, you know, I don't get a ton of rebounds, but I'm one of those guys that's always going to find somebody and go hit somebody. A lot of times you're on the perimeter, guys crash from the corner, you just got to go hit and, you know, let someone else get it. But I think lately I've tried to be as aggressive as I can on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively, just trying to create extra possessions for us, feeling more and more comfortable with that type of stuff.
Yeah, you can see your rebounds.
Outstanding.
I mean, it's just incredible. For you, just being such a pure shooter that you are, and now, you know, you and I have talked about how the spacing is different with James Harden. Do you feel like the shots are more open for you now, or that you have more space, or that you don't have to get them off as quick as you normally do? Or is there anything different there for you?
Yeah, it's definitely different. I'm starting to get more and more understanding of when James is going to pound. They both put so much, and Evan as well. I mean, they put so much pressure on the defense. It definitely makes our life easier.
You play games like this, and you look at it, and there's always this one game you'll play where you play against a team, and you're like, you know what? They're a lot better than I really thought they were. That's a really good young basketball team.
Yeah.
So this win has to feel in that locker room like a huge accomplishment, especially 3 in a row on the road, going home. This was a good team you guys beat tonight.
For sure. I think they were, 10-5 post All-Star breaks. They're one of these teams that's not trying to lose.
Yeah.
And they got some good players. So like they are playing good basketball, and they played really well. For us to be able to find a way in that fourth quarter to hunker down and get some stops there and get out and execute offensively, like you said, get 3 straight on the road. Doesn't matter who you're playing. Winning on the road is never easy. So get 3 in a row there is hopefully some good momentum for us.
Are we going to see, is your name going to rise up when we look in the stats for rebounds? Is Merrill going to be right below, leading rebounders in the league?
Yeah, I think if you're talking Cavs history, I'm trying to get up to Tristan's level. So maybe in 25 years.
All right, Sam, before we let you go, any beignets, any food out here in New Orleans? Because Brad's eaten about 15 of them. He's got powdered sugar all over his jacket.
Yes. No, I think I got a club sandwich last night.
Oh, man, come on.
But I can't eat beignets before a game.
Yes,
but
you can.
I do think there's going to be something on the plane.
Yes, they got some good stuff on the plane. I can't wait.
Nice
really
po' boy.
Good.
Hopefully they got some beignets.
All right, you burned enough calories. You rebounded enough basketballs. You eat some po' boys on the plane. All right, Sam, thank you so much. We'll let you get out of here. Appreciate you so much. Well, as Sam gets out of there, it's time for Brad's not favorite part of the night.
What's that?
The FanDuel parlay.
Oh,
it's not time for you to leave yet.
I wasn't going
it's
anywhere.
Not yet. Same game parlay from pregame.
Some big plays tonight. He was big time on defense. He contorted his body that one time on DeJounte Murray, who had a good opportunity to shot. I thought Evan played an outstanding game tonight. He was fantastic.
Yeah, and even when he wasn't guarding Zion, he had to be the back line, right?
Yeah,
you had
that huge block at the end of the game.
And speaking of Zion, he had a good game.
Yeah, he's tough to deal with, man. He's a freight train. He's a locomotive.
Yeah, so
did a good job on him in the first half. Second half, boy, though, he just lit us up.
Did not hit the parlay. Doesn't matter, because you know why? We won the game.
That's all that matters. Bottom line.
We win in our hearts.
Bottom
and now
line.
It's time for Brad's favorite point in the show.
Hasta luego.
We're gonna let him go, but guess what? I'm here with you. We've got more coming up on Cavs Live. Don't go anywhere. This post-game press conference presented by Wayside Furniture.
Ooh, just a great resiliency. We're down 14-15. We were not playing well on either end. And then I think our defense, we turned up our defense. I don't know how many stops in a row we got in that fourth quarter. Held them there a stretch where they, 0 points in, 6 minutes, just stop after stop. And then the offensive rebound. I don't think either of them were they weren't on their game, and that's what the great players do, right? That's hard to do in any sport, right? You're struggling, not playing great, and then you, when it's crunch time, when it's money time, you take over, and that's what they both did. I thought Evan made a huge play in the pocket. They blitzed, I think they blitzed Don on the right wing there, hits Evan, Sam cuts. We get the layup. That was a huge play. Evan made some huge block down at the other end in crunch time. So I'd like to make the theme our defense, our fourth quarter defense was phenomenal.
What did you feel like changed that end of the floor in the fourth quarter?
I don't know. We changed defense a little bit. We mixed in a little zone, try to get them off their rhythm. We started hitting on Zion a few, double teamed him a couple times. We had